Hey guys, Suspect here. So, Season 15 PTR just came to a close, and we're going to run through a quick and dirty Season 15 PTR class tier list. All right, so first up, we're going to go with a lot of people's favorite from last season, the Barbarian. The Barbarian was pretty much the same in the PTR as it was in last season 14. The Charge Barb is going to be the best for things like pit and tower clears, but it seems like Whirlwind is still on top. I don't think the Barbarian, from what I've heard, is as good as it used to be, but since it was clearing 150 last season, and it's clearing 150 again probably next season, it's probably going to remain a lot of people's favorites. And we're going to keep it at, we're going to put it at tier A for this one. All right, so next up, we got another favorite from season 14. We have the Druid. Unfortunately, the Storm Shred Druid is getting annihilated in this PTR. Unless they make some big changes, there's a lot of issues going on with the Druid right now. I don't think it's going to be nearly as good. The top clears in the current season are using a bug that hopefully is fixed, but even without it, I don't think it's going to be doing as well. Unfortunately, although Druid I would put S this season, we're putting it in C for the end of the PTR. Next up, we got one of the best builds of the PTR, from what I've heard. I did not play the Spiritborn in this PTR, but I've heard that it is really, really good. Apparently, there's a lot of buffs going to bleed builds and poison builds in the PTR, with the top build being Spiritborn Poison Swarm. And I think I heard that it was clearing pit 150s in under 5 minutes. So between that and the fact that it's got fantastic movement, and then as well the fact that it has a couple other builds that are also going to be pretty good, we're giving it our first S tier build for the season for the PTR. Unfortunately, we're going from one of the best builds and classes to one of the worst, unfortunately, the Paladin. And it's so sad because everyone loves Paladin. If you play Diablo 2, it holds a special place in your heart. And Blizzard just apparently does not share the same feelings. It's currently in the current season topped out, I think 139 in the tower or the pits, and it doesn't seem like it's going to do much more than that, as well as feeling a little clunky on a lot of builds, being kind of a more support class. I unfortunately have to stick this in the bottom tier. Paladin is getting a D. Next up, we got one of my favorite classes, the Sorceress. Not a whole lot has changed from the Sorceress. The top builds was more firewalls, and I think the Sorceress is doing 150 in the current season. It's one of the classes that's currently clearing pit 150. And from my understanding, it's going to be about the same. The Firewall is going to be the top build coming out of PTR. So unless there's some big buffs or changes or nerfs, I'm going to put this one in B tier. It's going to be fine. I hear they're getting the unlimited teleport back, which will be amazing. But without the ball lightning build that everyone knows and loves power, it's not as good as it used to be. So Sorceress, B tier. Next up, we got another fan favorite, Necromancer. Unfortunately, Necromancer not the strongest class this season, and it looks like it's going to be not the strongest again. Despite having some really fun builds a couple seasons ago, I really enjoyed the Bone Spirit Hurricane Teleporting Sever. It was a blast. I lost a bunch of those in hardcore. It's not very strong. Bloodwave is not going to be top. Surprise, surprise. Apparently, there's some kind of shadow build that is making the runs for the top. So I'm gonna put Necromancer in C tier, but only because it seems like 135, 140 is gonna be kind of the limit again for Necro, unless there's some big balancing changes. Next up, we got another top performer from last season, Rogue. Even without its bugged builds that was just had the infinite damage bug, I think this is going to be another fantastic build or a fantastic class for the season. It's going to have a bunch of different builds that can do really well, and it's apparently a lot of fun. I haven't played Rogue in a while, but from my understanding, it's probably going to have multiple builds that can do 150, And it's going right alongside the Barbarian in A tier. Easy. Not a whole lot to say. Rogue's been eating good lately. And then surprise, surprise, the Warlock. I think you guys already know where this one is going. Warlock gets some massive buffs in this PTR, so despite some changes from Blizzard between now and the start of the season, it's going to be up there for Spiritborn with some really fast clears in Pit 150. I don't know if I put it ahead or behind the Spiritborn. The Spiritborn might come out on top just because it has much better movement and it just feels better to play. But apparently the Warlock is hitting 100,000 trillion damage with Apocalypse, and then you can snipe things from across the screen with Blazing Scream. It kind of just has to go in S tier. But I think personally, if you're just going off playstyle, I think Spiritborn is going to be the best. If you're going to want to enjoy what you're doing and be strong, yeah, I would pick Spiritborn. But Warlock's going to be crazy strong. So that's it. We will be playing some of these builds come the beginning of the season and see what happens when they release the final patch notes. And if you want to come see more, I stream every day around 5:30 Eastern Time. Peace. See you guys later.